So today we're talking about scarves. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel Kazzalistic, and hi to my new subscribers as the number count's gone up very slightly, so hi, thanks for joining us. So today it's going to be all about scarves. It's going to probably be a fairly brief video because I've had a stomach bug and I'm still not feeling particularly wonderful, currently running a temperature, so yeah, feeling like absolute rubbish, very washed out, so I'm going to sort of, well, I've only got 4 things to show anyway, so I'm going to rattle through these fairly quickly, but I just wanted to kind of touch base with everyone, say hi, and not just disappear for no apparent reason. So I am on the mend, but I'm just still feeling pretty washed out and stuff. So anyway, that's enough about me. So the first scarf I have to show you is this one. I've done it as, well, I call them an infinity scarf, where he just obviously goes round and round. I'm not sure if that's the technical term or not, but that's how I know them. It's using the yarn I don't know because it was donated by somebody to Woolly Hugs, and Woolly Hugs sent it to me, and it didn't have a ball band, but it is some kind of double knit for definite. And this is beautiful turquoise colour. I've used the V-stitch. Do a close up. Focus. Can I focus? There we go. So it's using V-stitch. This is a Bella Coco pattern, so I'll obviously link the tutorial for that, the video for that. And then what I've done is obviously joined it. If I can find the join. Joined it there. That's the inside. I've joined it. That's what it looks from the other side. And I've done a single crochet border all the way around the edges, just to finish it off and just make it look a bit nicer. So obviously it's one of the ones where you wear it like that. I'm quite pleased with that one. All the scarves I'm showing you are going to be going to the Refugee project of Woolly Hugs, which obviously I've mentioned Woolly Hugs before, and I will put the website link for the Refugee bit so you can see what that's all about. But basically they send stuff off to refugees who have nothing, so there'll be hats, scarves, gloves, some people make jumpers and stuff. So yeah, they specifically asked me when I volunteered to do some stuff over the summer. They sent me a huge job, a lot of yarn. I will do a separate video for the hats, yeah, probably later in the week, depending on when I get them all finished, because obviously I need to be sending them off fairly soon because winter's coming. But it's all yarn that's been donated by people to Woolly Hugs, and Woolly Hugs have sent it to me because I couldn't afford to buy yarn, and obviously it was before Sean and various other people have very kindly sent me yarn. So you have to excuse the messy hair today as well. It's damp weather, I've got frizzy dry hair, and it's a nightmare. So even when it's tied, it's still... Does anyone have any tips to how to deal with dry fuzzy hair? Because I'd love to know, because it doesn't matter what I do, what serums I use or conditioners, or I just can't get it under control. So if you've got any hints or tips, I'd like to know. Anyway, back to yarn. So the rest of the scarves I've got to show you have all been knitted. I am not an accomplished knitter. I can do the basics of garter stitch, purl stitch, increase, decrease, obviously cast on and cast off. I can't do fancy cables, I've no idea how to do it. I watch people on YouTube that, like Amy from Amy's Woolly World of Creations, for example. She knits absolutely beautiful stuff. I have no idea how she makes some of the stuff, and I would dearly love to learn a bit more, but for the moment I've just got done basic knitting. So for these scarves, these are all from the same type of yarn. They're all eyelash yarns. I will show you the label on the last scarf, which is the work in progress. But none of these have colour shades on the ball bands, so I'm afraid I'm giving you all the information that I can. So the first scarf, it's humongously long, so it's if I do it like that, that's half the length, that's folded in half there. So it's absolutely huge. It took 6 50-gram balls. I cast on 20 stitches and just stayed at 20 stitches. It's kind of well, sort of all pale yellows, pinks, purples. It's quite pretty. And that's taken me flipping ages because I'm ever such a slow knitter compared to crochet. I do get frustrated how long it takes, and with this scarf I dropped a couple of stitches. The needle slipped out of my hand just as I was casting off, and so I had to rip back about 5 rows before I could manage to pick up the stitches, because obviously eyelash is hard to see. And yeah, I could have cried at that point, but I managed to pick them all up and finish it, thankfully. So the second scarf is this one. Well, actually technically this is the third scarf, isn't it? The second eyelash one. This one is my favourite. I am slightly biased because it has purples and sort of turquoises in it. I know a lot of you ladies out there, and gentlemen, like it. It's only coming up as one colour on this. Let me see if I can... There a little bit you can see there's... keeps coming and going. There actually is, it looks just... It looks a little bit different further away. That's so frustrating when the camera doesn't pick it up. But it's a deep purple, turquoise, and then sort of a darker sort of turquoise, a bit like the Empire that I had on my last video. In it, it's absolutely beautiful. It's not coming up true to colour at all on the camera, and that's very, very frustrating. There's actually purples in there and you can't actually see them at all. Ugh. Stupid camera. Anyway, it's another super long one. Again, 20 stitches cast on. Both these two last two that I've shown you, this one and the last one, they're just straight garter stitch. I didn't really feel that it needed anything else because it's eyelash. Obviously, it's so fluffy. Thankfully I didn't drop any stitches with this one. And this one bizarrely is a lot softer than the pink one. So I'm not really sure why, because it's the same type of yarn. The last one, which is actually my work in progress at the moment, so that's just a woolly hugs, I've got that on brain, wool warehouse bag. I use them as project bags if I happen to get one. So all the yarns are, these are the labels that have been on them. If it will focus. There we go. They are 50-gram balls, 100% polyester. They do not, I will show you, they do not have colourways written on them. They have washing instructions and nothing else. So it's rather frustrating because I can't tell you. I do know that certainly the blue and the sort of blue and purple one, it did have a PDSA charity shop label on it. So I think these were all charity shop yarns that were donated to Woolly Hugs. So this last one is my work in progress. All the knitted ones, I forgot to say, were all using a 5mm knitting needle. The Crochet Bella Coco one, I think, was a 5mm hook. So this is, and it's coming out more neon on the camera than it actually is. It's kind of a really dark sort of fuchsia pink actually in person. But it's quite long. This one I've done a bit wider because I had 6 balls of this, rather, and the others only had 4 balls of each. This one I've got 6, so I've done 37 stitches. Again, it's just bog standard garter stitch. As you can see, I've still got ends I've got to weave in. So I've got halfway through that ball that I'm working on and another ball to go. So this one's still quite long, as you can see. It's definitely going to wrap around by the time I've done the other ball and a half. So and that is it. I'm sorry that those yarns don't have any colourways, and I'm sorry that the crochet one obviously doesn't have a label. There will be quite a few coming up though where I don't know the label. Some I do and some I don't, and there's one in particular that I didn't have a label on that I would love to know what it is, so I'm hoping that you guys might recognise it when I do that in the next video. So that's it. Hopefully when I next speak to you I'll be feeling a lot better, and hopefully I'll be a bit more of my bouncy self. I'm trying to kind of make it how I am, but I'm really not. Anyway, hope you're all well and not struggling with anything illness wise, but if you are, sending you lots of love and hugs, and I hope you feel better soon if you are poorly. Until next time, that's it. So remember to stay well, happy crafting, and until next time, stay true to yourself. Bye.